folks, welcome back to the channel for the next episode of Pixel Purge. Pixel Purge is the podcast where we take games that are AAA games with the best graphics that you can see, run them at the maximum graphics that they can go, 4K, HDR, get all your ray tracing effects on, ultra effects, you name it, DLSS, everything's turned on and tuned to maximum to provide the best visual quality. And then we showcase the game what it looks like that, and then we change it, and then we turn it into potato mode, folks, with the lowest resolution, strip back all the bells and whistles like DLSS and ray tracing and path tracing, and see how the game looks and performs. Is it the same game? Will it still be playable? Will it still be visually look as if you can actually make out the things in the game? This is what Pixel Purge is all about, folks. Today's episode is going to be Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Now, before we get into it, folks, if you haven't done already, drop a channel, like and subscribe, and check out some of the other playlists that will be at the end of this video as well. So, what we'll do is, we'll start off and we'll showcase the game. We'll do like a wee kind of playthrough of one of the activities where it's like a city level, so you can easily get into it quickly. And we'll showcase it just running like that. We'll take some screenshots of the before, then I'll stop the game, I'll stop the recording, and then we'll lower the resolution to the box standard minimum. Start it again, we'll do the same mission again, we'll play it just to see how different it is and take some similar screenshots. Then we'll stop it again, put it back to normal, and then we'll do a side-by-side comparison so you can see the difference in the two modes as well. So some games, there's not much of a difference. Other games, depending on the lowest resolution that it can go, there's a massive difference. So like some games, the lowest resolution is like 1024 by 768 or 720p kind of thing. 1280 by 720 kind of thing. So it's still barely alright. But other ones have got like 640 by 480 resolution, like pre Windows 10 and 11 type thing, like Windows 95 resolutions. So it will be quite different how they work out each game. I've already started this one just now, because Flight Sim does take a couple of minutes to load up kind of thing, so I've started it in the background here, so here we are. So, is it going to work? Please say it's going to work. There we go, sorted. Right, so just now we are running it full screen, HDR 10 is on, 4K resolution, DLSS super resolution is on, it's set to quality mode, frame generation is on as well. I can only select 2 times because I don't have the hack driver to select the 3 or 4 for the 50 series. Dynamic settings on, and the global rendering quality is set to ultra. So it's going to give us some wonderful just scenery. Let's see what we got. National custom content, discovery, Barcelona, Auckland, Budapest. Where do we want to go? Coimbra, Dublin, Copenhagen, Dublin, Edinburgh, Gibraltar, Grand Canyon, Gothenburg, London. Let's do London, right? Because London, there's a lot in London, right? So let's do London. Discovery flight. Actually, hold on. I'm going to turn on. I'm noticing some screen tearing here. Desync. Is that not quality? Dynamic settings. Can't seem to kind of select the VSync. I don't know why. Temporal nut. There's no selecting there. frame rate. I'm kind of noticing a wee bit of screen tear. I don't know if yous are noticing it. Hopefully it's not that bad when we're playing it here, but we'll see how it goes. It's stuttery, this game. Right, I see what I'm going to do. I'm going to quit out it now, folks. Let's... because the game itself just looks fucking broken. Let's try it again here. And see what's actually happening here. Apologies here, folks. This is some of the things you do run into when you're doing these type of things here, right? So let's try it. Start it up again. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 launching game. But some of the games when you try it, there isn't that much of a difference because it doesn't, like, I think Stalker 2 maybe was one of the ones I done. And like the lowest resolution was, I want to say it was like 720p or slightly higher than 720p HD. So there wasn't that overly that much difference. You lost a bit of the clarity in it, but otherwise it was kind of normal. Right, here we go. So this is how Flight Sim renders, like the quality in the game. So this is like a rendered image of the game here. So loading sim objects, loading world data. The big difference between Flight Sim 2024 and Flight Sim 2020 was that 2020 you just downloaded the world packs. So you did, and Bedbuild Discovery. Where's London? You just downloaded the world packs and then you could just really just start doing whatever. Turn on my controller now here because I'm probably going to need it here. Start exploring, right, here we go. But this one here, it loads through the content based off your internet connection as well. Now, I've got a 2 gig internet connection that maxes out more than 2 gig, so there shouldn't be any problem with that here. And we're running it off an RTX 4090 as well, so let's see how it goes. The game is buggy though. It still is buggy since it launched in October last year, but aye. There's a lot of things they need to fix in it. They are fixing it through time, but it's a roll in progress type thing. Here we go. Right, so we'll start loading in the quality. It's now ready to fly. Right, so here we go. Let's get down a wee bit lower to the ground here. And then we can see obviously just the detail in the skyline here. But you can see. So it is a really detailed game. You'll see more obviously when you fly around here. So like there's the O2. Like the big O2 arena there. Looking decidedly like the O2 arena. Just take some wee... Shit, I'm trying to kind of do it here, let's see, so... Right, hold on, wait. There we go. Oh, that didn't do it. I was meant to take a screenshot there. Right, let's turn that back around here again, let's go. But you'll notice, look at all the glitching in the water. See? So this is before it hand, the water. badly glitches. Take a wee screenshot there. But look at all the kind of bad details there in the water. This is what's broken about Flight Simulator 2024, folks. It's just the detail in some of the... I was looking at. I mean, the things like the water really shouldn't be that broken. Right, so let's go. Let's go up this way here. Go around this way in the Thames. But we'll just take some random screenshots round about here. Like the building quality that you can see. It's a nicely detailed game. That's the thing. They haven't really detailed it. But in a broken way as well. Because you shouldn't be able to see the lines in the water here when you're flying over the map, as if it's just joining the parts together when they're getting it. And it's not the internet connection. I know it's not my internet connection, but it shouldn't be doing... I'll take a wee screenshot there as well. It shouldn't be that bad. But you can see the detail in the trees and the buildings. Like they're all kind of rendered. If it be a wee slightly bit off, but you're still getting the kind of clarity and making out what they're meant to be kind of in the buildings. So let's see, where can we head? So head round the way and see. Well, let's take some pictures of these buildings here as well. I mean, it has really got the detail in it. This is the thing. Like you can see the... right just down below. Definitely highly detailed scenery in the game. There's no doubt about it, right? They have done that. But the lines in the water and the glitches in the graphics when you're flying through in the water should not be like that. But that's the game more than anything else. We'll see what else we can come across here that we can... Right, here we go, Tower Bridge. Take some pictures here of the boats as well. The tanker. There we go, ledge. The big spire there as well, we'll take a picture of that one. Loads and loads of detail. Loads and loads of detail in the game. The buildings there, we'll take a picture of that one there as well. Excuse me. Right, here we go. The Millennium Wheel. Take a screenshot of that there. And then the Houses of Parliament. So, highly detailed. Very detailed Houses of Parliament. let's fly back here and we'll see what else we can. Let's go for Buckingham Palace as well. There we go. Very, very detailed scenery in the game for London. It's because it's obviously using Bing Maps for all the mapping data, so that's where you get everything from. And I mean, look, see if you're just flying here like this, the buildings, like the tree detail, the road, you can see the cars on the road as well. I mean, if you look back, you can see for miles. The BT tower here. Take a picture of that one there as well. Aye, so there we go, folks. Flight Simulator 2024 on Ultra Max settings. So can I land it here? Let's see, can I land it here? No. Right, anyway, your aircraft crashed. But we got the point there anyway, right? So we'll return to the main menu now. And then I shall stop it. I'll reset the graphics and restart the game because it gets kind of dickish when you lower the resolution. And then we'll dive back in and we'll do one at the lower resolution. Back in two, folks. Hey folks, welcome back. So we are now in potato mode in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Straight away you can see that there's some definite differences here in the menu straight away. We are running it on 640 by 480 low end global rendering quality, which is set everything to low or off. Let's see, high, medium, so that can only go low, high, medium, low. So everything's either set to low or off. So it's going to be interesting to see how it looks. Activities, it's so blocky here, you can't make out the difference in the writing. Right, here we go. I don't know, it was London. This is going to be interesting, folks. Oh, wow, there we go, right? Start exploring. Interesting already. Jesus, look at the size of the fucking plane, man. Wow, right, here we go. Let's just take one here to every screenshot here to look at. There we go, the Millennium Dome. The difference in quality there. And just a general quality runabout. I'll just speed up my playing a wee bit before I come out the sky all together like a dart. It is so blocky, isn't it? I mean, you'd expect to see their lines in the water in a lower quality rendering of that. Because you'd think, oh, it's just no rendering the scenery right. And then you realise, oh no, it actually does happen in the high resolution version there as well. Right, let's go around here and take some lands. I'll just take random screenshots just throughout the area. The screenshots might not exactly match, but we'll try and get them as close as kind of thing like that. Because obviously I'm trying to take the same flight path, but it's not going to be exact every time. I mean, it's almost as if you're playing it on like a PS3 kind of an Xbox One type graphics, if you know what I mean, or an Xbox 360 type graphics. That kind of blocky sense. It's nothing's all together, if you know what I mean. There's no clarity in the image, it's all kind of jaggy edges and everything. I mean, you can still make out the buildings and what they are, but they are a lot different. The quality in it is definitely a lot different as well. So you're not making out half the details on the buildings, like the clarity that you had in the buildings in the scenery before. It's just not there anymore. So you're just getting kind of blocky messes of areas, along with the kind of jagged lines of the water, because the water's coming through, it's loading it through the tile, which is just part of the game. Aye. Right, let's see. So this was a bridge coming up here, and we did take some of the kind of boats around about here as well. So let's take a wee picture of their boats. There's this boat there as well, and then we'll try and take one of the bridge just as we're passing through it. Bridge, there we go. And this one here, then spire, so take a wee screenshot of that. We'll head round, I'm sure I took one of this weird looking building here as well. If anybody knows what this building is, and put the answers in the comments, right? It looks like a tomb. Then all the trees are also round about here. So we are coming up to the Millennium Wheel. We'll add the Houses of Parliament here. So let's see if we can do. So there's the Millennium Wheel there. And here's coming up to the Houses of Parliament, right? So the detail in the Houses of Parliament is definitely different, isn't it? Definitely lower quality. So, aye, let's see if we can go. We'll fly around again to Buckingham Palace. Right, so Buckingham Palace. Right, here we go. Buckingham Palace was over this way, wasn't it? Take a wee screenshot there as well. And just all the trees in this area here and the general scenery. So I'm flying over Buckingham Palace now. Go. Right. And then we're up to the BT building here. I mean, look at the size of the map, the airspeed indicator and things like that as well. The engine, you can't read the writing or the numbers too clearly on the engine airspeed. Or the engine throttle for that matter as well. There we go, come up to the BT tower here. Take a wee screenshot here. Screenshot saved. Yeah, we'll go for one just as we're going past it there. And we land it in this field. We did land it, but we crashed it. Crashed it into a tree there. So, there we go. We'll go back to the main menu. And I shall reset the graphics back to normal, and then we'll do a wee side-by-side comparison of the screenshot, folks, for the final part of it. We can see the difference up close. Back into. Hey folks, welcome back to the final part of Pixel Purge. This episode has been Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Showcase it on full 4K graphics settings with HDR, everything set to ultra maximum quality. Obviously the game does have a wee bit of glitching, and then we set it to potato mode 640 by 480 and turn off every single setting. And see the difference it makes in the game. So we have got the screenshots side by side here, folks. So we do. On the left hand side, the full 4K resolution. On the right hand side, the 640 by 480 resolution. So let's skip ahead. Right, so this was a bit at the start here. Straight away, look at the detail on the plane. Look how crisp, and look, you can make out the logo there, the warning logo on the back, where you can't really make it out. Again, the plane number, the tail fin, how blocky it looks. There you go, the Millennium Dome. I mean, look at the quality in the Millennium Dome there. You can zoom in and see, like, the lines, everything just looks good. You can make out the numbers there, but it's very, very blocky. But you're just not seeing the detail, and look at the girders at the top. Just doesn't look as good as what it does, obviously, in the 4K version. And then also the scenery there in the background and everything as well. Here's another image of it. See, it just doesn't look the same quality. So then, there you go. one of the obviously there in the full 4K one, you're noticing the game glitching, but that's just the render because the game loads through sections of tiles of a map. Even if you've got a quick internet, it still loads it through blocky like that and doesn't render it right compared to 2020. So you do get some rendering issues in the full 4K one compared to it. Let's see what else we'll go there. So like there, the buildings, I'm sure we got these boats coming around here as well to see. No, that was later on. But if you just look at the detail, look, you can see the quality in the water as well. It looks like the water's rippling effect, and the detail in the buildings in the background, which you're just not really getting when it's at 640 by 480, having turned off. Can make out some of the buildings, yeah, but it's just not as clear in quality as what it should be when you're looking at it like that. Also, these are taken from map renderings from big maps, so the 3D buildings are just that. They just look like kind of slightly off kind of 3D buildings, but you're still getting the kind of aspect and feel of this is you flying through a city. Right, so this is coming up to the London Bridge here. Right, we see. So that was going past that bit there. So there we go. The same kind of bit. The same kind of buildings there. So that's that building there. And then look at the quality there. And the buildings in the background you can just see as well. You can make out all the details and the textures on the building site there. Or is it a building site? I think it is a building site there. And then the details of the buildings in the background. So big difference. Big difference. See, and then the quality of the buildings round about. See, look at all the quality there that you're seeing and missing compared to there. So you're not getting the detail of. Don't get me wrong, that does look as if it's no rendered it right there as well. So you are running into some of the issues with the comparison because the game itself doesn't render correctly the map. Because that there shouldn't be water. I don't think so anyway, should it? Maybe? Is it? I don't think so. I would have thought that would have been a road there. You can let me know in the comments, folks, if this wee area here is meant to be a road. I think it is, because it looks as if it's a partial road there. But, right, so London Bridge. Then look at the boat quality down below there. And then look at the boat quality down there. You can make out the barrels perfectly. So like the details on the boat as well, which you're just not getting. And then again at the other side, the big cruise liner, the kind of big yacht, kind of fancy yacht there as well. And then just while you're looking at it from the distance, look at obviously the buildings. So there's a spire in the background, but look at the clarity difference from the spire there and the full 4K resolution one, and then potato mode over here. Big difference when you notice it. Aye, so let's have a wee check. So this was going through the bridge. Let's see if I got one. Going through the bridge. See, so you're getting details of like cars on the 4K one because it's also ultra high resolution, so it's rendering more objects in the scene like the cars. You're not getting that in the lower resolution because it's barely just rendering the scene, so you're not catching the quality of the bridge, the brickwork, or anything else. See the spire. So there you go, there's a spire. zoomed in here. I mean, look at the detail, the quality difference is phenomenal. The building in the background there and everything. You can still make out that is the landmark. That's what it is, right? Obviously, the lower resolution, but you're just not getting that extra shine and kind of quality to it that you should be getting. I mean, look at the plane again, and everything else. The clouds, even the cloud effect on it. Take that building there. So there we go. Aye, look. Similar. Look, you can see the road detail there, which you're just not getting here. Then up to the Millennium Wheel. So this is almost the same kind of scene here. I mean, look at the detail in the plane before and then after. You can make out more clearly the pods and the spokes of the wheel, the boats underneath it and that as well. Look at the kind of checkerboard style on the kind of wings of the plane. Very, very clear and crisp. And then obviously you've got the buildings. There you go, the Parliament building right there as well. But look, you can see like the detail in the building. Even when you zoom in, you can see it. Zoom in, that's what you're getting there in the lower resolution one. But we did take a closer up view of it, so there you go. Look, you're getting the details here of Big Ben. All the details finely detailed in the building. Which you're just not really getting there. So Big Ben. So you can barely make out the time. And then the detail in obviously the Houses of Parliament building itself is just like night and day. So I mean, look at the quality there. That's one image there where you can definitely see it, like night and day difference to the kind of quality. It's so strange, isn't it, when you see it? So that was flying over it again. I think we're coming up to the Houses of Windsor Castle, so I didn't get an exact photo, but look at the detail, look the grounds compared to here. Again, you're just not really seeing it. And then the BT, look at this is the detail of the overview flying up to the BT tower. So you can see the BT tower there at the distance on both images. That's it there, and that's it there. And then just look at the detail, the level of detail that you're getting down below on the ground. It's just, you can make it out, but it looks very, very, could be better type way. Right, so that's a BT tower. We did take one close up to it. There we go. So, there is a difference. You can see the difference on it. I think there is better renders of the BT tower. I think 2020 had a much better render of the BT tower than what 24 does, because 24 is just using the 3D map data instead of the actual world data that they had populated from before. So some of the things are slightly off. I think it's just using some like satellite imagery type thing to recreate it. But it's definitely opens your eyes, doesn't it, when you see the graphics kind of between left and right, high settings, potato mode settings. There is notable differences in both modes, folks. Would you still play it if your only way of playing the game was at 640 by 480 potato mode? Would you still play Microsoft Flight Simulator, or would it put you off because you're not getting that crisp clarity that even the console can provide, kind of thing? as well, because this is obviously out in the Xbox Series S and X. It's not as got that clarity as what a PC does, but it still is at a high definition resolution for the Xbox Series S and X. So would you still play it knowing that it's going to be lower quality than what even that could run as well if you're doing it on a PC? Let me know in the comments, folks. Aye, it's definitely an interesting one to kind of look at, isn't it? But if you haven't done already, folks, drop the channel a wee like and subscribe, and check out some of the other playlists which will be on the other side of the screen as well. And a big thank you once again to everybody that has kind of liked and subscribed and to comments on the videos as well. It really does help the channel grow. We're halfway towards YouTube partner, so we're pushing towards the 3,000 watch hours, and I do appreciate everybody that watches the videos as well. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, folks, for doing that and getting us to this point. So aye, this has been Pixel Purge Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Can let me know in the comments, folks, if you would play it like this, or what mode do you prefer, what's the major differences, and also can leave a suggestion for games that you'd like to see running at maximum settings and then at potato mode in the comments below as well, folks. Can let me know if you have any game suggestions. If I've got them, I'll certainly do an episode on it for you as well. My name's Brian, Weirskynet. Catch you all in the next one, folks.